and it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you the co-founder and CEO of Carmigo, Andrew Warmoth.
Well, thank you, Dan. Appreciate that. As you said, my name's Andrew. I'm with Carmigo. Well, we can all agree that selling a used car is painful, right? I mean, you do have a couple different options. One of them, you go out, take a couple pictures. You're going to put it on some marketplaces. People are going to start texting you. They're going to start calling you. They're going to say, meet me here at this time at this place. You're a stranger, right? Are you going to accept a check from this person? Are you going to accept cash? That sounds dangerous. What am I going to do with the title? Oh, my goodness. But there's an easier way. You can drive your car to a local dealership, walk in with keys, and you'll walk out with a check. I don't know if that check's going to be a lot of money. And this is also the case with dealerships. Whenever they acquire a car through a trade that doesn't fit their inventory model, take, for example, this Mercedes that just showed up at this Ford store. That Ford store is not going to sell a Mercedes, right? They need a fast way to turn this into cash. They got a couple options as well. They can take it to a traditional auction. But those things run every week, sometimes every 2 weeks. It's too long. They need it to turn cash today. They've got another option. They can do an online marketplace, but they have to wait for an inspector to come post that vehicle. Again, too long. And this is happening right now whenever buying used cars has never been harder. How many times have you gone up and down dealership row and seen empty parking lot after empty parking lot? Introducing Carmigo. Carmigo is connecting sellers and buyers in the easiest way possible. So let's look at how we're doing that. First, we'll start on the seller side. Sellers are going to come in. We're going to give them some artificial intelligence that's going to walk them through taking 13 guided photos of that car. Once that car is looking nice, we'll post it in our marketplace where dealerships from all across the country are actively competing, making offers for that car. At the conclusion of just the one-day listing, the seller will accept the offer, we'll schedule transportation, send paperwork for electronic signature, and we'll pay it pickup via ACH. And on the buyer side, we're giving dealers access to consumers and other dealer inventory in a familiar commercial auction platform. Now, this is a big market, right? 70 million cars every year are transacting in the United States, either through retail, through private party, or through auctions. 35 million of those are happening private party and auctions that we're able to acquire. And then if we're able to penetrate just 5% of that market in just the southern states, that's 175,000 transactions every year. And these transactions right now are earning $800 for us in revenue. That's coming both from the buyer and the seller as well as transportation. Now there's competitors out there, right? We got Facebook Marketplace, we have Kelley Blue Book, ICO. Those are consumer platforms for dealers to purchase, but it's not turnkey. If dealers are looking to source cars from other dealers, you can do that at traditional auctions, right? Those are turnkey, but there's no consumer option there. Now, in order for us to achieve this market penetration, we're chasing that network effect that most platforms are looking for, right? But we know that the first step in this is our ability to acquire consumers to sell their car on our platform. We're doing that through traditional platforms like Google, like Facebook. Once we have that consumer, that attracts dealers because dealers want to acquire consumer inventory. But there's no other commercial auction platform that's turnkey that gives them the ability to do that. So those consumers that we're able to get on our marketplace attract dealers. When we have dealers, we turn those buyers into sellers, creating more inventory in our marketplace, making us stronger. Now we're proving our model in the southern states, and we're expanding from there. But we've been around for 2 years. We launched in January of 2021, and our team currently consists of 24 Carmigos. Myself, I've got 10 years automotive experience. I was previously a CFO of a dealership group. We've got much smarter co-founders, Sean and Daniel, and then a board member and investor that I'd like to highlight, Joe Marshall. He's got 16 dealerships. He's also provided us a great ecosystem to learn and build inside. And we're learning, and we're building, and we're seeing the fruits of that and the experiences that we're able to provide our sellers and buyers. We have a net promoter score over 90 in the automotive industry, right? It's crazy. We've got over 500 five-star reviews, and it's consistent. People are saying it's fast. People are saying it's easy, and it's fun. Since we launched in January 21, we've listed cars in 45 states, and we sold more than 4,500 cars. That first full year, we did $1 million in revenue, like Dan mentioned. It was a fast get up because we were experiencing growth because of these crazy market conditions. Year 2, we did 2.2, and we got hit in the mouth. However, we're still able to continue with some of these positive trajectory and pacing 3.2 this year. To date, we've raised $10 million, but today, I want to invite you to scan this QR code so you can begin starting to get offers from dealerships all across the country today. Thank you.